Hello and welcome back to the European Research Showcase. My name is Sam Langford. I'm the coordinator for the Global Science Show helping put together this event as part of Intersections 2023. So whether it is videos like this one, profiles being shared, threads of information being shared across social media, we've got loads of stuff to engage with about research going on across the European Union. And I'm so delighted to be back with another guest to find out who they are and what they do. So Daniel, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Daniel Montesinos Miracle. I work as a professor at the Technical University of Catalonia. I am inside the electrical engineering department, and nowadays I am also the director of CITSE UPC Research Center.
Can you give me a little insight into your career path and journey, how you get to
Mhm.
this sort of role?
Yes, well, I began my studies in electrical engineering a few years ago. I finished in 2000, so 23 years ago. And then the first 5 years of my career was inside a company as an R&D engineer in the area of power electronics. And power electronics has been my career in these years. When I finished this adventure in a company, then I moved to the university back for to do a PhD, and then I get a position inside the electrical engineering department, and of course doing research in this area of power electronics. This is the topic where I am working on right now.
And for the audience at home who might not know a little more about power electronics, could you tell us a little bit more about what that involves?
Power electronics is I would say it's a key technology for the electrification of the future. Yes, so we have power electronics as a kind of a valve that allows us to manage electrical energy flows. So nowadays it's a key point in electrical vehicles, in renewables, in wind power, in solar power, and in many other applications. I would say that where there's electricity, I mean mobile phones or wherever, you have power electronics inside because all these devices need energy to be supplied to make them running. And power electronics is the tool that allows us to supply energy to all these devices. So it's a key technology right now, but in the future the growth is expected to be, I would say, more than exponential.
And is that with a mind towards moving towards a more sustainable future alongside the climate changing? Is that a big part of your work?
Yes, the idea is to make devices more efficient. But of course, as any technology on the other side opens new paradigms of sustainability because using technology solves one problem, but sometimes generates another problem. So if we increase the presence of electronic devices, that will generate a lot of waste. So this is something that nowadays is being discussed to design these devices, not also from the technical point of view, but also from the sustainable point of view. So if you are able to make a device more sustainable because it's more efficient, but not only because of that, but also because the recyclability, no? The second use that you can provide to this device can be improved. So let's at least investigate this possibility. So this is something that is it's being now in as a research activity.
Yeah, it's absolutely something that I always think about with any of the devices that I have, particularly when it comes to my mobile phone, is how long I'm able to make it last before I need to get the new device, and whether that's to do with like how long the material actually lasts before for example, the battery doesn't continue to
Mm-hmm.
operate anymore. But also that a lot of that must come into things like the actual materials we use to make these things, like precious metals that go into these electronics, is that's a big part of the problems we're finding with sustainability in these devices, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
is that correct?
Yes, well, these electronic devices they contain a lot of different materials. They are not easy to recycle
Mm-hmm.
or to get back these raw materials. Yes, because it's a mixture of plastic, metals, fibers, and sometimes well, these materials are not easy to separate. Yes, and to reuse it again. So this is something that must be addressed in our future.
And as part of the work that you do, is there one thing we're talking about as part of the European Research Showcase is all of the things that are going on across Europe. Do
Mhm.
you have quite a lot of collaboration across institutions and also across countries? Is that something that you work a lot on?
Yes, yes, yes. We are in my research center. We are right now running 12 Horizon Europe projects, for example. So we have very strong collaborations with a lot of other partners in the whole Europe. Also, we are running Spanish projects, yes, and also Catalan projects in the more local area. But the collaborations in a European level has increased a lot in the last year. We have applied a lot for proposals in this Horizon Europe, and we get some of them. So we have expanded our activities around Europe, and also not only for research partners, but also with industrial partners. That where I think it's a good option. And also, well, trying to provide human power, yes, because this area is expanding. We lack a lot of engineers, qualified engineers to work in this area. And of course, we at universities, we are creating all this human power that in the future will be needed.
And you mentioned some of the things like applying for funding and perhaps events like this. So the question I want to ask is about an average day. What does an average day look like for you? Is there a typical day?
Well, I would say it's difficult because I would say, kind of two jobs. Yes, the first one is just doing my teaching stuff. Yes? So I have several courses to prepare, to attend the students, and to teach. Okay, and to do some labs and so on. And the other part of the day is devoted to the management, mainly of the research center, because we are about now 80 people, so it has to be managed. And also preparing a lot of proposals, and not only preparing the proposals, but when you get the proposal, then the project must be done. So as a kind of a project manager, trying that all the project is running correctly, and we get the results, we do the research activities, and of course we publish and we transfer all this knowledge to the society, to the companies who are interested. And yes, this is my day. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds incredibly varied, which is just a great way to operate. We are rapidly running out of time. This like 10 minutes really does vanish away from us. I always want to ask towards the end is if you had, say, 30 seconds for an elevator pitch, what would be the
Mhm.
one thing you would want a public audience to know about the work that you do?
I would like to encourage young people to go for these engineering studies. Yes, because there is a lot of opportunities, and the influence that you can have on the society can be really, really high. And developing new tools, new methods, new equipment, new algorithms, new ideas, new anything that will improve our society. And of course, more restricted to my area, to improve the energy efficiency of systems. Yeah? So we have to do the same or even more with less energy. So I think that this is an area that needs attention for everybody.
It does seem like a very exciting time, and as you say, a kind of exponential growth in innovation and creativity within engineering. So, where could people find out more about you and the work that you do? Is there any links that we can share with them to websites or social media?
Mhm. Yes, my research center has a website, www.sitsea.upc.edu. And if you look for Sitsea mainly in LinkedIn, we are, I would say, active. Yes, so we share all our publications, our activities. If we go to conferences or new ideas, sometimes just sharing all these ideas that we have, and trying to convince people to go with us, and trying to transfer all our developments to the society.
Fabulous. Daniel, thank you so much for coming along to talk to us about your work. And thank you, folks at home, for watching along. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them below or above this video, depending on where you're watching. Please do hit the like buttons, the share buttons, and otherwise engage with all of the other stuff coming out as part of the European Research Showcase. We have so much to engage with. But for now, take care, and we'll see you all again very soon.